Okay, 750 more gems in our bag. We can now do a premiere draft. Oh, I should probably ready up. Okay, we have pick timers this time. Gem Razor is a fantastic green card. It's not like gonna blow out any games or anything, but it's pretty good. Here we're also passing an Essence Symbiote and a Fertilid in green, so when we might end up signaling to the player to our left that green is wide open. I don't like picking gold cards right away, but both of these guys fit into. This fits into a blue or red, and this fits into a green or blue. I think blue-red spells is incredibly strong, so we might actually take Lord Dracus. But Gem Razor is just, it's a 4-mana 4/4 reach trample. When it mutates, you get to destroy artifacts or enchantments, and there's a lot of enchantments in this set, so we're gonna take the Gem Razor here. Our opponent to our right took the rare as well. Here's a Heartless Act, which is one of the best removal spells in the format. It's uncommon. There's only one other good black card. We could just take a Farfinder if we want to stay mellow, and Farfinder is also a good mutate target, but I think we would be hard pressed to find better removal than Heartless Act, so we're going to pick it up. And if we had first picked the Trumpeting Gnar, we'd have another Trumpeting Gnar. Ketria Triome, interesting. Not something that you really want to take early. You want to kind of be in at least two of those colors, or maybe only one. Trumpeting Gnar is not too bad. Pyroceratops and Spell Eater Wolverine are both really, really strong. We're going to take the Pyroceratops. Like I said, I think blue-red spells is really, really, really good in this format. So there's a Gust of Wind, 4th pick. I think this is a card you pick earlier than 4th most of the time. There is, however, also a Bushmeat Poacher, which is good in the black deck. Which we do already have one black card. It could be black-red Sacrifice. But we're going to try and lean to blue-red spells instead, I think. Skull Prophet. Glimmerbell's not bad. Excavation Mole's okay. None of these cards really sing to me. Divine Arrow is probably the best card in the pack. But in a blue-red deck, Glimmerbell's pretty good. You do get a couple of mutates. If we find an Archipelagore, Glimmerbell goes good for that, so we'll pick it up. We still don't really know exactly what we're doing, but the Gust of Wind and the Pyroceratops leans me towards blue-red spells a lot. Gem Razor, we might not even end up playing, but that's okay. Poliwag Symbiote, or Baby Godzilla, is a great mutate card. Now this, it's an uncommon, so it could be a signal to jump into the mutate deck. And that's usually like a blue-green. We do already have one mutate creature. There's a great Essence Scatter is great for blue-red spells though. We're gonna take Baby Godzilla just because it's the uncommon. Here's another Gust of Wind. This is a really late Gust of Wind. I think blue's pretty open. Another Gust of Wind. Wow. Over the rest of this stuff, Startling Development's fine. It cycles for 1. And, Excavation Mole is a 3-mana 3/3 with Trample. That's fine, but Gust of Wind is too good. Frenzied Raptor, Fertilid, Channeled Force. Fertilid's still in the pack. Pretty interesting. Might actually take it. Like, Channeled Force does get rid of your extra lands you draw. But that's about all it does. I think green is more open than red at this point, so we might end up going into blue-green. We'll take the Fertilid. And just as I say that, we get a Go for Blood, but there's also an Essence Symbiote and a Glimmerbell. Both of these are really, really good. I don't think we have to worry about blue cards. Like, we're going to get plenty of those. We're going to take the Essence Symbiote. and try and capitalize off Polywog Symbiote and find more mutates. It sucks that we had to pass 2 of those Trumpeting Nards, both of which got picked up. So we might be, you know, out of luck there. We might just end up in blue-green tempo, which is fine as well. We'll take a Goriak, not exciting, and one we don't want to play, we'll toss it into the sideboard. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the Heartless Act and the Pyroceratops here. Area Breach. Excavation Mole, fine, we might end up playing it. We might just need more dudes, you know. We can take this Blossoming Sands in case we find a white card we want to splash. Spontaneous Flight, last pick. Wow. Nethroy, Apex of Death. 5 and a 5/5 Death Touch Lifelink, mutate for 7. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. This card's insane. I mean, like, we have a Frostveil Ambush or a Fertilid to pick as well. There's a Fire Prophecy. I mean, we're not really in a position to splash black and white. But we can make that happen. We've got a Fertilid. We've got a Blossoming Sands. I think we can make it happen. Alrighty, we got a Wolf Bear. Granite Stinger, Anticipate, Frostlink, Survivor's Bond, Greater Sandworm, Fully Grown. Lots of good cards here. I'm thinking Frostlinks here. Maybe even Hampering Snare. Good combat trick that cycles for 2. Anything with flying you need to prioritize because 3 Gusts of Wind. I think we're going to take the Frostlinks here. We don't have any 3-mana guys other than Fertilid. And it's good to mutate onto. Or it's fine to mutate onto. It's not like great. Extinction Event? 3rd pick? We're definitely splashing black now. Like, black didn't look that open in pack 1 aside from the Heartless Act, but that was only pick 2. Nice sparkle shirt. It's not actually a sparkle shirt. It's got a bunch of little like yellow dots on it. I guess the camera makes it look like it's sparkling. I can always change shirts if it's really bad. We also want the Humble Naturalist here, but we're definitely just snatching up an Extinction Event. Like, if people just want to pass me all the best cards, I'll happily play five color good stuff, you know? None of these are speaking to me here. Green, blue, black, crystal, actually not bad here since we want to splash black for the Extinction Event. We're going to go ahead and pick up the crystal, I think. Although Essence Scatter is quite good in a game where we are trying to make it go long. You know what? That crystal might wheel. We'll take the Essence Scatter. And we can always drop the splash black plan. I'm not like that devoted to it. Although we do also get to play Heartless Act if we get the mana base for it. We could take the Easy Prey, but the Frostveil Ambush is actually in our colors. We could end up in blue-black dumping green here. Wow, Jungle Hollow and Evolving Wilds, both of which are fantastic mana for our deck. I think Evolving Wilds just a little bit better. Let's just find whichever one we need. We're waiting to be passed more packs. Yeah, black looks wide open as well. So this might be a blue-black deck. It looks like our Essence Symbiote, Polywog Symbiote deck isn't going to come together with our only mutate being Gem Razor so far. Eid Bonder is interesting. We do have the Mosscoat Goriak in our sideboard. It's also fine on its own. 3-mana, 2/4 Vigilance, gain a life at the end of turn. But we got to pick up another Evolving Wilds in order to be able to play these black cards. These cards are not super exciting. Could take the Impulse. Sure. Not exciting, though. On a phone, you're so small, you can see the circles, but it looks cool. Sweet. If it looks cool, then I'll keep it. Corpse Churn, Whisper Squad. I mean, look, none of these cards are super great. Even like seeing all the white and black here late in this pack, none of these are exciting. Take the Cycler in case we need some filler. We got a Deadeye, and we've got a Fully Grown. And we have a Hampering Snare. Our main color is probably going to be blue at this point. We will take the Hampering Snare. I'm going to put it in the sideboard, though. It's not a card I'm super excited about. Take Unexpected Fangs. Maybe we might end up playing it. Swallow Whole this late? What is even happening? Divine Arrow last pick? What? This draft's wild. We got a Dirge Bat, we got a Migratory Greathorn, we got Auspicious Starix. Wow, Sprite Dragon. This pack's insane. Essence Scatter even is pretty good. We might end up going for the Greathorn here. It lets us fix even more mana, which we're gonna need to splash all these good cards. We hate to pass up the Dirge Bat though, but double black isn't something we can really do. Only cards with even converted mana cost, huh? We're actually really close to that anyway. It means we can't play Nethroi Apex of Death. I mean, the pick here is definitely Gyroda. We have to cut Nethroi, we have to cut Frostveil Ambush, we have to cut Fertilid and Frostlinks. That's only 4 cards to cut. We're not playing Swallow Whole. Eerie Ultimatum. We could just play all the cards. Dreamtail Heron and another Migratory Greathorn. We do kind of want flyers for a 3 gust of wind. It is another thing we can't get with Gyroda. Migratory Greathorn helps us get black mana. Eerie Ultimatum is insane and we want to play it, but we can't. I mean, I think we have to take Dreamtail Heron here. And like, we're not going to companion Gyroda, but that's okay. Another Dreamtail Heron. We kind of want this Jungle Hollow as well, but Dreamtail Heron's so good. Yeah. Migration Path, a Zenith Flare, 4th pick? 5th pick? Jeez, Zenith Flare and Fertilid, Farfinder. Farfinder's probably the best one here. Let's just find our basics. Although Migration Path does cycle for 2, Farfinder is something we can mutate onto. And now with 2 Dreamtail Heron and a Migratory Greathorn, that's kind of important. Another Fertilid, Wolf Bear, Startling Development. We don't have like any humans for Wolf Bear. So I think Fertilid's the pick here. We might not end up playing it, but it is the pick. Mystic Subdual's great removal. Essence Symbiote is awesome now that we have more mutate. We've got Gem Razor, Migratory Greathorn, 2 Dreamtail Heron. Humble Naturalist, however, gets us to our splash. We already have like 4 ways to find black mana. I think we can take the Symbiote and not feel bad. Capture Sphere, good removal. I would also like the Thornwood Falls, but we can't pass up a Capture Sphere. Another Frostveil Ambush, or we could take a Wilt. We'll just take 2nd Frostveil Ambush. I'm not super excited about playing 2 of these. Another Fertilid, we'll take it. Not excited about playing 3 Fertilid either. They're actually little W's. Bristling Boar, sure. We might end up light on creatures or something. Although I think we're really, really good on that. Survivor's Bond isn't that bad. We don't have any humans to return with it though, so. White was wide open this draft. But I think we found a pretty good lane in blue. And then opening the Nethroid and getting past Extinction Event is going to be insane. And then opening Gyruda. Like, we're playing a lot of powerful rares that should win the game. Nethroid, Gyruda, and Extinction Event should all win the games. You don't actually need to play a Plains. Because in order to mutate it, we don't even need it. Like, we just need double black. Do we need 3 swamps? We only need to find two of them to mutate Nethroid. One of them for Extinction Event. 6, 10, 13, 14, 16. We definitely want to play 17 lands. I think we can play one more forest and be happy. We need one more card. Frostveil Ambush does cycle for 1, so I'm not super upset about running that. Could run the Heartless Act with 3 Fertilid, a Farfinder, and 2 Evolving Wilds. Running the Heartless Act is actually possible, I think. If we were going to companion up the Gyruda, listening to the new season reveal for Siege, what does the badge look like? It says first next to your name, Robbie. If we were going to make Gyruda happen, we would lose Frostlinks, 3 Fertilid, a Farfinder, 2 Dreamtail Heron, Frostveil Ambush, Nethroid. Yeah, we can't lose it right now. Our curve is actually really low. All in all, as long as we get to 3 or 4, we'll be fine. So I'm tempted to go down to 16 lands. We just don't have a lot of cyclers is the thing. But I have no like flood protection. So I think I will go down to 16 lands. Actually, I think we cut the forest because of the blossoming sand and we play another island. Yeah. And now we have room to play another card. We want it to preferably be a cycler. So Frostveil Ambush or Hampering Snare. I think I'm tempted to go Frostveil Ambush. How many creatures are in the deck right now? 15. 15's fine. Gyruda's not going to be excited all the time, and Nethroid's not going to be excited all the time. Like, the best thing to get back with Nethroid is Gyruda. And they're both like my top end guys. We don't have a whole lot of great stuff to get back. Dreamtail Heron, Gem Razor. Like, we're winning just by playing our bomb rares, Gyruda, Nethroid, Extinction Event. I wouldn't mind maybe cutting 1 Fertilid in favor of something a little more powerful. So we've already said we're playing the other Frostveil Ambush. It cycles for 1. It's got late game utility. If we cut the Fertilid, what are we cutting it for? Like Mosscoat Goriac? That's not any better, really. I was looking for a little more power, but we really don't have it. Bristling Boar? Only got a couple of 4-drops. But we'll be mutating Dreamtail Heron on 4. The only better thing to play is Excavation Mole, and we really don't want to mill our Nethroid or our Gyruda. We don't have any way to get them back. So I guess we just play Fertilid. And it kind of has to be a creature, so yeah. Fertilid's good, don't get me wrong, and like the +1/+1 counters going on to, you know, a flying Dreamtail Heron or just a really big Great Horn or really big Gem Razor are all fine. That's pretty much all we got. Wish we could have found an Archipelagore. Wish we would have taken those early Trumpeting Nars instead of dabbling into red-blue spells. But hindsight's 2020. I think we end up with an okay deck here. I don't think it's anything to write home about. But with the Extinction Event, Nethroid, and Gyruda, I think we can definitely pull some wins here. Look at that mess. I think our mana is going to be okay. We don't have any double blue or any double green. So all we need to do is find one of our two main, you know, one of each of our two main colors. We got Glimmerbell and Gust of Wind. So we're going to keep the hand and hope to draw a green at some point. Nice. Grabbing the Great Horn. Second Gust of Wind. Okay. Heartless Act, not really what we wanted to see. Not a forest. Then he's going to mutate onto it. Great. We got the Evolving Wilds. That's definitely something. Find our forest. Do we want to Gust of Wind this? Well, we definitely want to attack. This doesn't have reach. I think we do want to Gust of Wind this. Like you can just have all those back. It's fine. Zagoth Mamba. Migratory Greathorn again. Probably. Dreamtail Heron this time. It's pretty good. So we can go for Symbiote and then Greathorn. Onto the Glimmerbell. Put it on over the top. Find one of our swamps. And go in with our 4/5. Yeah, he's only got one swamp untapped, so this is a pretty easy attack. We've got Heartless Act for his big beast there. Which he'll kill our Essence Symbiote by mutating the Greathorn onto it. That's fine though. I'm gonna play Fertilid first. That's fine. No, he mutates the Greathorn onto the Fertilid. I think that's a very wrong move. I mean, he doesn't know I have the Heartless Act, but like, still. Destroy a creature with no counters. Get him out of here. And then we will just play the Frostlinks. Tapping down his beef. Go to combat, hit him for 6. Play our Evolving Wilds. We'll go ahead and crack it for our other swamp. He's in a much worse spot now. Although we could just drop big guy after big guy on us and we'll be sad. Fertilid. Hemophage. Cool. Triumph? Why didn't he cycle that? Seems odd to me. Go for 4 in the air. Play the Fertilid. And in turn, we can untap the 4/5 if we need to block, but I think we got enough stuff on the ground here. For any number of creature cards, put them into your hand. You got it. What are the odds he misses here? Frostlings, Scorpion, Naturalist. Okay. Nothing we're too scared of. Frostlings is annoying for a turn. Like, we could always just draw another Dreamtail here and then win. Okay. And okay. Could block with the Fertilid. But I think what we'll do is we will let Frostlings take the hit here. And we will just untap this. Target player searches their library for basic land, so that'll be me. Grab another forest. Frostveil Ambush is very good. One, two, three, four, five. Play Fertilid. Play our island. If we all out attack and then tap 2, he has not enough blockers. Yeah, he won't have enough blockers for this. Got him. People always seem to forget about Glimmerbell. Alrighty, no green mana again, and this time we don't have any plays, so we can't keep it. We gotta put it back. 3 lands. Farfinder, Heartless Act, and Gyruda. We'll keep it, but we gotta ditch the Fertilid, unfortunately. We'll go for the Evolving Wilds. Grab our forest. You guys are great. We do want to play the Glimmerbell this turn. When a command needs to be approved. Yeah, that's how you know you're in a good stream, when the commands even need approval. We'll play our swamp and play Farfinder, and we'll go look for an island on our turn, because we do need double blue or double black for Gyruda. No pressure from our opponent yet. We could just play the Fertilid. We don't really have anything we want to mutate next turn, so we'll just play the Farfinder. Still gonna find that island. Go ahead and dink him for 1 here. Dad, damn it, Texas as a Nightbot command. I mean, go for it, add it. And then Nightbot just shouts penis back. Cycling the Draenith Stinger. Looks like he's a cycling deck that hasn't found his enablers. Although I don't know why he wouldn't play the Menace counter on cycle. I mean, like, I don't understand. I don't know. And here then is the play to save for Heartless Act. Or is it to play Fertilid? He's not going to be able to play a Menace creature and give it counters at the same time, right? There's no way. We'll just play Fertilid. Finish him. We're not close to finishing him. We are close to playing Gyruda, which will be a big deal. Or Gigan Cyberclaw Terror. Rah! Gyruda. Doom of the Depths. Oh, Gigantha. Aren't you fancy? We can just Heartless Act that, which we probably should. Or we could just mutate the Dreamtail Heron onto the Fertilid and have a really big guy. I'm thinking I might just Heartless Act this straight up. Let's go in for 1. Yeah, I think we won't even mess around here. Blossoming Sands. He can't play any big 6-drops. That's really good for us. He has a 5/4 with reach. That is pretty good. Double Dreamtail Herons coming down after the Gyruda as well for us. Gyruda! No even converted mana cost creatures. Nice. Yeah, we got 2 odd costs, and he got an odd cost. And 2 odd costs as well. And he runs Keep Safe. That's good to know. Good thing we Heartless Act his guy when he had no mana up. Will I happily trade both of those for Gyruda? That is the question. I think we will try to resolve this here. We still have Essence Scatter mana open up after. So it's fine. We can counter whatever he plays, although he's probably got it. A Great Shark. Incredible. Wowee. Over the top. Go to combat. Now I am okay with trading Gyruda for both of those. He's gonna double block. It's okay, I'll take the 2-for-1 there. No, he's gonna take 11. Incredible. We're just gonna hold on to the forest. Bluff like we have something in our hand here. See you later, Robbie. Oh, Invisible Craiggles. Fantastic. I'll get it after this round. Then we have to try and play magic while we're invisible. Great. I could just make Gyruda flying. That's dangerous. Is it better? It's close. Oh, nice. Go, Gyruda. There's a wall there. That's so old. Realize the money's better spent elsewhere. You should do it while playing competitive Valorant. I don't think so. You redeemed it now, so we'll do it now. Or after this match, at least. And while you're here. And what makes you think I'm going to play competitive Valorant, especially if you and Texas are on? No way I can play competitive. I don't want to hold you guys back, you know? Porcuparrot, huh? Interesting. And he gets a rummage. The parrot doesn't fly, unfortunately. So you can't block Gyruda. Capture sphere, nice. Go to combat. Attack with Gyruda. World's okayest sage. Oh, this does trade for Gyruda. Fine. It's actually fine. He hasn't had the counter spells yet. Oh, I need double black. I could just straight up slam the 5/5 Death Touch lifelink, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the right play at all. Flame spilling the Glimmer Bell. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you have to flame spill a Glimmer Bell if it's gonna kill you in 3 turns. We don't have a whole lot left in the deck. Again, I don't know why people don't cycle their triomes. Parcel Beast, okay. Probably gonna go ahead and put Parcel Beast in the capture sphere. Go for blood, okay. Finally getting me for 3. Gonna go ahead and put him in the capture sphere. Frostveil Ambush. We're just gonna cast him. And we know he's got Keep Safe in his deck. You never permanent cards from my battlefield and the rest into your hand. Wow! That's why he played his Triumph. We need to draw our Migratory Greathorn. Or our Gym Razor. To mutate onto... Oh, he only got one additional creature. Permanent cards from them on the battlefield and the rest into your hand. Cycling is Crystal. So we still win. Because Frostveil Ambush gets on both. No blue mana open for him. Good game. All right. Be right back while I go jump in the invisibility machine. Alrighty. We have to try and play Magic while we're invisible. So, some things you don't know about being invisible is that it's really hard to see while you're invisible. Turns out you need your eyes to not be invisible. So we got 2 1-mana cyclers and 2 plays, so we're gonna keep the hand, although a little risky, I'll admit. And we will just go ahead and cycle the first one of these. We need to get to our lands. It's got a Swamp and a Springjaw Trap, which is 3 damage. We got our other black card, which is not good. We'll go for the Glimmerbell first. We don't have any mutate cards in our hand, so we're not that excited about the Polywog Symbiote or the Baby Godzilla. Granite Healer. Oh, wow. We got the black as well. Go for the other, go for the Polywog Symbiote here. We'll probably cycle the Frostveil Ambush. What is that? Whisper Squad. Let's go ahead and ditch it. Crosslinks, pretty good. We don't even really need to play it. I think we will just because we have the Capture Spear, the Extinction Event, and the Heartless Act to just kill whatever he plays. Tap down the healer. Put it on the battlefield tapped. Go team. Who play Extinction Event calling odd just to kill all the Whisper squads? A bear. Bear's pretty scary. It's whenever it attacks, right? So we cannot allow that thing to attack. Oh, that's a forest. I thought it was a swamp. Go ahead and give the bear the old capture sphere. And will I trade Frostlinks for 2 Whisper Squad? I think I would. We need something to mutate onto. Glimmerbell's a good target for that too. We need a black source here. We need a swamp, we need Migratory Greathorn, we need Fertilid, Farfinder, Evolving Wilds. This looks like a game where Extinction Event's going to come in handy. Oh, neat. Sorcery speed, yes. Keep going in with the Glimmerbell. So far, Extinction Event calling odds is looking good. Just keep going in with the Glimmerbell, I guess. He must have like a bomb in his hand he doesn't want me to counter. Looking for more lands. Maybe he's got the Genesis Ultimatum. Which would be fine with me. Put as much stuff on the battlefield as you want. Oh, he's killing off his own Fertilid to find the last plains, which might be a Genesis Ultimatum here. We might see ultimatums 2 games in a row. Pretty crazy. He's got the mana for it. Will we see a Genesis Ultimatum? I'm fully untapped. He probably won't. He's probably afraid of Neutralize. Insatiable Hemophage. Okay. I'm okay with that. Seems like a strange thing to do to me. Farfinder. Very good. We're gonna go for our other swamp. Going to continue to attack with the Glimmerbell. One of these days he's gonna have to Springjaw trap this Glimmerbell. Ah, he's doing it. It's good for me. Go ahead and crack the Evolving Wilds. Not very many lands left in the deck. Go ahead and attack with the Frostlinks. Let him trade if he wants. Start clearing the board of this muck here. To make way for like a Gyruda or something we draw. Scorpion. Resolves. Ferlid, fine. I don't really have any good attacks here. Like Extinction Event, calling odd clears his board. Another Spring Jaw Trap, okay. Gyruda. Go ahead and attack with Fertilid. Didn't need that in a Whisper Squad. Fantastic. We will kill the Scorpion. Ouchies. And then we will play Gyruda. Go, go, Gadget Gyruda! Boom. What we get? We got... Ooh, big guy. And nothing. Jim Razor. That's a good looking team there. The heck is that? Oh, it's a Dirge Bat. Okay. We really need to Heartless Act this now, unfortunately. We can't let that keep happening. Go with Gym Razor and the Poliwag Symbiote. Oh, it has Trample, but I'm sorry. Lurking Deadeye? No, he has no cards in hand. Oh, Spring Jaw Trap. Right. It's probably fine. He was a free guy anyway. And we're glad we got the Gem Razor out of his deck. That was lucky. So if he goes to mutate on that, nice. Thanks. Hit you for 3. Now we just have Essence Scatter if he tries to mutate onto it. Thanks. Hit him for 3. Essence Symbiote, go! Scorpion. It resolves. Go to combat. It all happens. Scorpion effect resolves. Play my sands. In turn. Hornbash Mentor. Resolves. Ooh, it does have trample. Resolves. It's dangerous now, though. Destroy a creature with no counters on it. Hornbash Mentor. Oh, got him! All right. Rank up, Platinum Tier 3. I am the best invisible magic player. Probably the only one. Speaking of, I can feel it wearing thin. I must go back to the machine so that I do not stay like this forever. All right. Life's better in the visible light spectrum. Game 4, 3-0. Danish Zombie Viking, our opponent. Let's see what he's got for us. Oh, we have got a mulligan this one. Glimmerbell Farfinder, great. This will work. We're gonna keep 6. We're gonna toss the Fertilid. We've got 3 of them in the deck anyway, so we'll start with Glimmerbell, then we'll go Farfinder, then we'll have the Forest to play Essence Symbiote, and then hopefully we draw our late game stuff. Weaponize the Monsters coming out turn 1 from our opponent, very good. Ooh, we got a Daruda. Land. Oh, this guy's playing Lutri in his cycling deck. This ought to be interesting. We'll attack here. I wouldn't trade the Glimmerbell for the Recruiter anyway. I'd rather trade the Farfinder. Although I would trade either of them. Hopefully we can just out big stuff him this game. Snare Tactician. Always something to worry about. for the symbiote, and then pass. We can always untap the Glimmer Bell, which is so it's really strong against this particular character. Hopefully our opponent forgets about that. Very tempted to cycle one of these. Okay. Tap down the Glimmer Bell. Resolves, it resolves, it resolves. Come at me, bro. Snare Tactician comes in. No blocks. I will cycle one of these here. Awesome. We can make him recast the Snare Tactician or the Valiant Rescuer. There's inherent value in both of those. The Snare Tactician uses more of his mana, so I think we will go for that. Next turn, we have enough for our Gyruda. I'll go on in with the guys. This is the final boss, man. It's red-white cycling. Valorant with the boys soon. You know it, man, after this draft. We do a draft a day. Sleeper Dart. Target doesn't untap during his controller's next untap step. Oh no. More importantly, when it enters battlefield, draw a card. He's looking for more land drops, I think. I'm glad he didn't play the Snare Tactician again this turn. Very good for us. Going in with the Soldier. That's fine. We'll take one. And this allows us to go in with the Farfinder this turn. Go on in with the whole team here. He could be planning on blowing up his guy. I don't know, it takes 2 mana to blow up his guy. Did him for 4, and then we have Gyruda. Gyruda flops on down here. So we got a Dranith Stinger from our opponent and an Essence Symbiote from us. Either way, they are both just 2/2s, but Essence Symbiote's kind of better for our deck. 6 mana for a 6/6 and a 2/2, and our opponent does not get to play this Dranith Stinger, or his Go for Blood, or his Farfinder, or his Windscarred Crag. So, yeah, that's fine. And we have a 6/6 in play. It's gonna get Sleeper Darted one turn, but that's all right. Pacifism, it's all right. We just need to find our Gem Razor. How mad will our opponent be if we top deck Gem Razor? Okay, not this time. We could play the ambush this turn and get in for 2, 4, 5, 6, but I think it's going to be better served on a later turn. Everybody go in. We might leave the Farfinder back because we don't want to trade it for just the token. It's a good mutate target because of vigilance. Yeah, and we're gonna lose the other Essence Symbiote to the Weaponize the Monsters anyway. We're really happy to take down the Recruiter, however. I'll just end. We'll hold the lands. We got no reason to play them. Got a land. It's good for him. Like, if he plays the Snare Tactician, we probably have to Frostveil Ambush. That way we can keep getting in damage. He could Sleeper Dart our Essence Symbiote right now. If he does, I'm happy to take a bunt turn and Frostveil Ambush on his next instep. Rock Slide onto Glimmerbell. Interesting. That's fine. We're just really waiting on any top deck mutate creature. Double Dream Heron, Gem Razor, Migrating Greathorn. We may even cycle this Frostveil Ambush to look for some action here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 of our 17 lands already played. So if we could stop drawing those, that'd be great. Gust of Wind eliminates the token and draws us a card. I'm not gonna play Heartless Act. So we're gonna tap like this. I've got a swamp in hand, so. Extinction Event, also a card I'm probably not gonna play. Combat, hit him with Farfinder. Pass turn. Extinction Event calling odds, probably. Depending on what he plays here. Checkpoint Officer is quite annoying. Blister Spit Gremlin. Alright, he can't weaponize. Capture Sphere is a good card. We might Frostveil Ambush both of these guys. Capture Sphere doesn't do us much good. Playing the land doesn't help us here. Would I be willing to trade Symbiote for Checkpoint Officer? My next big question. I don't think so. Well, if I don't, then he could just weaponize. I mean, it's the same results, really. Except he can weaponize the Blister Spit Gremlin. Yeah, let's attack with the Essence Symbiote. We've got Extinction Event in case we fall really far behind. Wow, we got 2 damage in. That's really good for us. Because we're Frostveil ambushing this turn. He must have a 1-mana cycler. You play Snare Tactician. And then cycle for 1 mana something. To tap down the Symbiote on my turn or something. Scaring him with all of our mana left open. You got me. Is he gonna cast a non-creature spell? I don't know what he's doing. There's Jim Razor when you need it. So here, we can choose not to Frostveil Ambush this turn. Looks like he's planning on weaponizing, so we'll just wait. Go to combat here, see if he's going to weaponize the Gremlin onto the Essence Symbiote. Or he's going to tap something down with Checkpoint Officer. That's fine as well. Not really that worried about it. Or he could weaponize. Then remove something forever. One day we will draw a useful card. Springjaw Trap, huh? And then do you weaponize? Choose attackers. All right. Go Symbiote. He can block with... He can tap to deal damage with Blister Split Gremlin and then block it and weaponize. Tap to deal damage, pay 2 and sack to weaponize, right? It's fine. Now might be the time to cycle Frostveil Ambush to find something to save. Or it might just be time to, you know, dedicate to the Extinction event later. Either way, it doesn't look like we're going to be casting Frostveil Ambush to any kind of good effect. Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for that. So we have it. And we get creature, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from graveyard to the battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4. Literally all of our creatures in our graveyard. When it mutates. It protects the Farfinder. Over the top. Everybody comes back. Wow. He could do like Blazing Volley Lutri to wipe all my small guys. Then we just draw one of our mutate creatures and it happens again. Good game. Sorry, man. Killed the Frostlings. Divine Arrow on the Glimmer Bell. You got it, man. Take 9. Tough game. Four wins. Game 5. Three lands. We got our Evolving Wilds. Got an Extinction event. Baby Godzilla and Jim Razor. Got Baby Godzilla on 2, Jim Razor on 3. Let's go. Essence Scatter up for turn 4. Now, unfortunately, we can't use this to find a swamp for our Extinction event because we do need the green for Jim Razor. Preferably the double green. Zagoth Mamba. Glimmerbell or Baby Godzilla? We'll play Baby Godzilla. Baby Godzilla lets us go turn 3 Gem Razor. No blocks. Suspicious attack, sir. I'm not falling for it. What do we want to ditch here? Essence Symbiote or Glimmerbell? I'm thinking Essence Symbiote because it just dies to Zagoth anyway. Gem Razor! Go, Baby Godzilla! Divine Arrow. And now I don't mind going into Divine Arrow because we have a Gem Razor. Yeah. It's fine. He doesn't know, but we don't have any more Mutate in our hand, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully we draw an untapped land. Dire Tactics. Fertilid, Glimmerbell, or save for Scatter. If we just play the Fertilid and he mutates, we just take a loss there. There's a lot of 4-mana mutators. We can play Fertilid this turn, and then next turn play Glimmerbell and leave up Scatter. Sure. Worst case scenario, he mutates and Fertilid dies for free, which would suck. But we have Extinction Event to come back. If it's even cost creature, we don't play anything and we save up Scatter. Ooh, he didn't mutate it. It's interesting. So right now, it looks like Extinction Event's going to be calling Odd. So we can play the Glimmerbell. Leave up Scatter mana. Pass turn. And if he plays another odd cost card, we let it resolve and then hit it with the Extinction Event. If he plays an even cost card, we scatter it. Heartless Act. Sure. You killed it. Well done. So that's a waste of a removal spell, because we're going to Extinction Event calling Odd, so. Come at me, bro. 3/3. We will wait another turn, however. See if he wants to dedicate another odd cost guy to the board. Like if he plays another 3-drop or something. Maybe he's stuck on 3 lands. There's the 4th lands. So it looks like he's probably going to play 4-mana guy. Which we will Essence Scatter. Gonna make me discard a card. We can't have that. This could just be Gust of Wind here. I mean, it does allow him to mutate this and give that guy -2/-2, but that doesn't really do anything to us. It could just be Extinction Event and then Gust of Wind, whatever his next play is. I really want to get more value out of Extinction Event, but I shouldn't really look at it, you know, like that. I should just take the 2 for 1 and move on. And now he has to worry about another Essence Scatter being in my hand. He can't mutate anymore. He found his green source. Bushmeat Poacher is fine. That'll get the Gust of Wind. Play the Farfinder first. To get the land out of the deck before anything else. Hit it with the Gust. Sneak him for one. We need to find some action. We need our top end. We need Gyruda. We need whatever the apex guy is, whatever the apex guy is. Necropanther coming back down. Checkpoint Officer coming in. Migratory Greathorn is really good. Gives us a 3/4 Vigilance that he has to tap down each turn. Thins our deck a land. Actually, it's better on the Glimmerbell because the Glimmerbell can untap itself. It makes Checkpoint Officer less good. Grab another island. Go in with the Greathorn. I can even untap it twice. We save up counter magic mana here. Maybe he plays around it. Attack me if you want. Go ahead and untap it. Pass to block. Go ahead and try and take care of it. He's got another Divine Arrow. That is unfortunate. It resolves, though. I mean, you gotta try stuff like that. You can't just sit back and let him beat you for 3 every turn. It's a flyer. We do have a Capture Sphere here. He has nothing to resurrect. Necropanther, so it's looking like it might be better to tap down the Glider because it flies. We really need to find some action, like right now. No blocks. Our Firefinder has to start blocking. Wow, that's a good card to draw. Going over the top. Gust of Wind, great. I think it's got to be the Necropanther to reduce the amount of damage we take. Though Bushmeat Poacher does cost him more. Make it the Bushmeat Poacher, I guess. Drew another land. That sucks. If we don't attack, he can just tap it down and go in for 3 anyway. Oh, it's got Vigilance, so we should always attack. Duh. So he has to use Checkpoint Officer before he attacks every turn if he wants to get attacks in. Wow. Second copy of Dire Tactics is not something we saw coming. All right, it's pretty much Gyruda or the other guy or bust here. Gyruda or bust. During each of your turns, you may cast one permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. He has none. Oh, he doesn't have any of those either. Fertilid technically makes me survive. Because he has to spend time tapping it. Then he only gets me for 3. Ow! Big painful. Oh my god, dude. 12. 14 of our 17 lands we saw. I wish I could tell it to stop on my upkeep. Could have activated my Fertilid one more time, but I needed a chump blocker too. It's complicated. We drew a lot of lands that game, unfortunately. That's all right. One loss. Game 6. Alrighty, looking at our opening hand here, we got 2 lands, but none of them are the right colors. If we had a blue, we'd probably keep it. We do have a Frostveil Ambush we can cycle, and we've got Fertilid and Gem Razor. Alright, talked myself into it. Because we can cycle Frostveil Ambush. So we have like 4 draws instead of 3 to find a land. Cool. Now he can play Heartless Act as well. Very good. So we will cycle Frostveil Ambush on our opponent's turn. Gust of Wind. We'll just play the Symbiote. Go ahead and get a guy in play. Cycle is this Greater Sandworm. In green-black, that's very scary. It's the mirror match. Go, Essence Symbiote. Get him for 2. And we will just play our Fertilid. We do have our other green, so we can mutate Gem Razor. This is a pretty good mutate here, too. We could also just Gust of Wind that. But I think let's go for this on to the Symbiote. Over the top, make it 4/5. Reach, we'll grab another. We only need 1 island to play anything. Go in with our 4/5. This is going to need to die. Well, not really. We can wait. We have Heartless Act, so we can wait. Gust of Wind. Good plays, good plays. We can play Migratory Greathorn and save Scatter mana or Heartless Act mana up next round. Charge to the Forever Beast, revealing his own Migratory Greathorn. Okay. Now we have to play both again, which is probably fine. The only thing we know we need to scatter is his own Migratory Greathorn, which isn't a huge deal. Over the top. I mean, I'm happy to do that. Because he just makes the game go on longer, which is good for me. Gonna mutate his own Great Horn, that's fine. We have Heartless Act. We're his beefy boy. Looks like he saved Scatter Mana up as well. Glimmer Bell, fine. Good Gust of Wind it. We could just Heartless Act it. He doesn't have very many cards left. Let's go to combat first. I think we just Heartless Act it. Then we play an Essence Symbiote. Save up Scatter Mana. Cycles his Startling Development. Attack for 1. Got it. Plays his own Essence Symbiote, which we will scatter that. If he has a big 5 mana guy, good on him. It's a Fertilid, okay. It's fine. He can have a Fertilid. I think we'll just Gust of Wind it. That's the only thing we can do this turn if we do it, but that's probably fine. He can pop it to grab a land. But we want to get through for 6 this turn. It's fine. Play our land. Go ahead and drop our own Fertilid. So he didn't thin his deck there to prevent 2 damage, which is probably good for him. Cavern Whisperer, gonna make me discard a card, huh? Cavern Whisperer is odd, so we can Extinction Event it. So we will discard the Gem Razor. I can Extinction Event calling odd, or I can just Frostlinks it, but we really don't want that to happen anymore. And this kills our own Fertilid, but can choose to Frostlinks the Glimmer Bell. I don't think we will. Oh, we should have, actually. That would have been lethal. You know what? We probably win anyway, but good game. Yeah, we could have killed him there. We missed lethal, but didn't matter. We were really far ahead there. Five wins. I wasn't paying enough attention to what our opponent's life total was at. I was just making sure that we were getting through every turn. All right, we have a Scatter, a Frostveil Ambush to cycle, and hopefully we find a green to do Fertilid. This is a risky keep because we don't have green, and the only play we have is Essence Scatter, which is fine. Like, Essence Scatter is great, but we have the double black for this guy, at least, whenever we get there. Our opponent's off to a slow start as well. That's good for us. Go ahead and cycle this. Oh, Farfinder. Farfinder helps a lot. Our opponent did not forget to pop his Evolving Wilds. I was really hoping he would forget. Got a plane, so we're up against a green-white deck. Do we want to allow him to resolve the Farfinder? We could Essence Scatter this right now. It might be hugely detrimental to him. We will do so. Also, our next turn is Farfinder and then Dreamtail Heron, so like we don't really have... We're not going to have a whole lot of time in the future to Essence Scatter. So we'll just do it now.
You want a hot dog?
I already ate.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
Just checking.
Okay, he had his 4th land. I was hoping it would maybe put him off his splash or something. But that's okay. Either way, like I said, we weren't Essence Scattering anything anytime soon anyway, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Dreamtail Heron's our next turn, and then our turns following that are like Fertilid Heartless Act, and then Fertilid Search for Lands until we can play Bioyante. Bioyante? Was that a dead weight? That sucks, because now we can't play our Dreamtail Heron. But it isn't the end of the world. We can just go ahead and get a Fertilid on board. Actually, we'll go ahead and get the Essence Symbiote on board. And we'll threaten Essence Scatter mana. So maybe he makes a suboptimal play, and we really have Heartless Act. So if he tries to mutate onto the Brushwag, we let it happen. We Heartless Act. He gets 2 for 1. We're a happy camper. We get to mutate Dreamtail Heron onto Essence Symbiote next turn. Going for the Necropanther anyway. A creature card with CMC 3 or less, so he gets his Farfinder back. But that's okay. We're going to let all that happen. Resolves. Resolves. He's looking for another swamp, so maybe white's his splash or green is his splash. That's the attackers. He goes in with the Necropanther. We're going to kill it. We got our 5th land. I think we still mutate the Dreamtail Heron. We could just play Fertilid and start looking for stuff to get to this guy faster. But we've only got the 1 guy to resurrect, so we're not like in a super huge rush or anything. And this gains us 2 life, gives us a 4/5 flyer. Like, this play is insanely strong. And we just drew Gem Razor, so if he pacifies it, like, we can eventually find our other forest to kill it. It's raining here pretty good right now. He goes in with the Farfinder, of course. He's got a Wolf Bear. Pretty good. It's a 4/4, you know, it races with me. It's not bad. Sacrificing Farfinder to kill my guy off. It's fine. We have Bioyante to eventually catch up here. I think we just played Gem Razor to threaten the bear. Because we're totally fine with taking any trades, because we have Biolante? I don't know what this creature is called. But Nethroi, Apex of Death, is what he is in Magic. So we have Nethroi to bring it down. Yeah, we're fine with the block here. Totally fine. He must have like a 3/4 in his hand. Oh, another 4/4 with Menace. That's fine. We could Fertilid, we could Gust of Wind. I think we're just going to Gust of Wind it. We'd like to wait to play Fertilid until we can also grab a land out of it. So we would like to draw another forest right now, like pretty badly actually. Just gonna play the Cavern Whisper again, that's fine. We're gonna go Glimmerbell and Gust of Wind again. And we drew another forest, very good. So next turn we can play Fertilid and start searching and search for our 7th land. Start mutating this guy. Or if we just draw our 7th land, awesome. We'll just straight up mutate this guy. On to the Glimmerbell. 6/6 flying lifelink Death Toucher gets back all my crazy stuff. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 literally gets back my whole graveyard. Love to search my library for a basic land. This guy, he just ends the game. Like, but when you open Nethroid in pack 3 and you're already in the colors, you're just gonna win sometimes. Whisper Squad, fancy for his mutual destructions, I suppose. He could swallow whole Nethroid, but the damage is already done. Cycle the Sandworm, and he hasn't gotten to 6 mana to like resurrect his graveyard or anything, so I'm not that worried about that. Humble Naturalist doesn't let him play his res spells. We drew another Gust of Wind to just really hit home our victory here. We got Gyruda. Let's go to combat. Back here, 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 and here. Let's see. Let's assume he blocks 3 and 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we win. We don't get to play our Gyruda and show off our other rare we got. Great. GG, pal. Good game. Alright. Alright, no green here, but we do have Heartless Act and Frost Links, and when we find a green, our action is really strong. Fertilid finding us mana, Essence Symbiote setting us for later turns, so we'll take it. Mainly because we do have plays. If we didn't, I wouldn't keep it. Gyruda, great. We got our double blue black for him. When we get to 6, we got our double black for Nethroid when we get to 7. We just got to get there. If we keep drawing green cards, it's not going to work out. Death's Oasis. Whenever a non-token creature dies, put the top 2 cards of the library in your graveyard, then return a creature card with lesser converted mana cost than the creature that died to graveyard to your hand. You gain life with the greatest converted mana cost among creatures you control. Okay. I think we'd rather play Glimmerbell here. There's nothing for us to tap down. A 2/2 Jesus, a 2/2 is a little stronger than a 1/3. There are 1/3 flies, and Glimmerbell's good. Fantastic, we got our green, that's very good. 3/3 Death Toucher with Mutate. We could just play Gem Razor here. We do kind of want to save this to mutate it and destroy Death's Oasis. We could play Frostlinks and tap that thing down. We could play Essence Symbiote and save for Heartless Act, which I think is the better play. It's close. I don't know if it's better or worse, but we'll hit him for 1. We're never blocking a 3/3 Death Toucher. We're probably Heartless Acting it, honestly. That's what we need, one more forest. Put a trample counter on a guy. So, this thing will have a trample counter if I don't kill it now. I won't be able to Heartless Act it. So we'll go ahead and Heartless Act in response to destroy the Hemophage. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't he have to sacrifice Death's Oasis for that? Oh, he didn't gain the life. I see. Okay. We'll play the Evolving Wilds. We'll pop it for a forest. So next turn's going to be good. We can tap this guy down. Which I think is the play. We can go in for 3. And he won't be able to activate it if he plays a Trampler next turn. And we can have a 5/5 flyer next turn and destroy his Death's Oasis. Hopefully he doesn't leave up 1 mana. Death's Oasis is pretty scary. I'm glad we have a Gem Razor. Alright, he did leave up 1 mana, but that's okay. We could also just play Gyruda, but I don't think that's correct. That's a fine way to tap the mana. Over the top, of course, and he's gonna gain 4, but that's okay. At least we get to kill it with Gem Razor. Combat, get him for 5 in the air. Do we just throw down the Fertilid, or do we save to untap? We save to untap so he doesn't have a good attack. And if he tries to, like, it also plays around Swallow Whole. Next turn we just play Gyruda. We are pretty happy about that. Search the library for a card. Okay, okay. So he gets his Death's Oasis back. And he grabbed a Honey Mammoth as well. So all we need to do is draw Migratory Greathorn or Dreamtail Heron. Then we can rid ourselves of the Death's Oasis again. He's considering not even playing it. Dire Tactics. Resolves. Can't even get that back with Nethroi. Like, Nethroid's really bad right now. Extinction Event. Not super great here. I think we'll just play Gyruda. We're happy about a 6/6. And hopefully we can find like another honey mammoth or something from him. Bushmeat Poacher and Humble Naturalist versus Migratory Greathorn, Essence and Meadow. So we got a 3/4. Poacher's not bad. We can start sacking our little guys to draw cards. Migratory Greathorn is just a 3/4, which is really good. I think we'll grab a Poacher, though. Like a 2/4 is good too. Get stuff out of his graveyard that so he can't resurrect them. We don't have any good attacks here. We got a lot of good ways to kill the honey mammoth. Capture Sphere being the best one in the deck. You can also just trade Gyruda for it, which we're not afraid to do because of Nethroi. He'll get back an Insatiable Hemophage. Oh, he didn't do anything. Very interesting. Huh. Do we just go for the mutate onto Gyruda? I'm very worried about another Dire Tactics here. I don't think we do it because of another Dire Tactics. We'll go for the mutate onto the Frostlynx, I think. We really don't want to get 2-for-1 here, or to miss our mutate. We need our card pretty badly. Go to combat. It could be Divine Arrow too, and if it's Divine Arrow plus block with Bushmeat Poacher, we're okay with that. Heartless Act. I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff that happens. We've got our Bushmeat Poacher to, you know, heal us and get us a card in response to any of his removal. He could block and Bushmeat Poach here. And then he's going to get back Humble Naturalist. Probably should have used his Bushmeat Poacher, honestly. That resolves. And we can mill him to death. We'll just end. Can't play Baby Godzilla. Don't really have a reason to anyway. Lurking Deadeye. Gonna take down our Gyruda. Which is fine. We will Bushmeat Poach it away. Gaining our 6 life and drawing a card. Get us 1 card closer to Nethroi. Extinction Event, calling even isn't even that good because of Death's Oasis. We don't have another way to kill it, so we're just kind of waiting. We will need Capture Sphere for the Honey Mammoth. Thankfully, we do have chumps for that. Oh, we'll just take 4. We're not worried about our life total at the moment. Comfy 30 life. The Honey Mammoth is big. Ooh, charging down the Dreamtail Heron is bad for us. Humble Naturalist coming into play. We drew Frostveil Ambush, which we can't play, so we should cycle it. First, we will go for Fertilid. Then we will go ahead. Fetch a land with it. Fetch an island. We actually might need the Frostvale ambush in order to lock down Honey Mammoth for 2 turns. So we'll keep it for now. No attacks from me. So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8 lands in play. Plus what's in our graveyard? 1, so 9 lands. So 8 lands left in our deck. The 50-50 split between lands and actions. One of our action is incredible, however. How do you want to attack, sir? 4-2 going in, huh? I will block with Essence Symbiote and take that trade. Actually, I mean, I don't really want him to be able to get back Lurking Deadeye, right? It's probably fine. Take the trade here. I could activate the Bushmeat Poacher if I wanted to, but I will not. He gets a 3-drop back, but his 3-drops, if I recall, weren't that crazy at Night Squad Commando. He chose not to? He's just going to cast a Night Squad Commando. Strange. Not casting his Honey Mammoth. Maybe he's holding second charge of the Forever Beast? I don't know. Like, Extinction Event still looks terrible. More lands, just not what you want to see. Go for a baby Godzilla. Pass turn. Like, eventually Extinction Event's just gonna mill him out, though. Like, Extinction Event calling evens makes him mill 4 cards right now. He's only got 14 left in the deck, so... Another Lurking Deadeye, it resolves. Into my turn. Now, Extinction Event calling even makes him mill 6 out of his 13 cards. So we're gonna kill him with his own Extinction Event eventually, or we'll draw Nethroy. Well, we're gonna kill him with his own Death's Oasis. Sorry. So we can Frostvale ambush here. I don't think we will. We're okay. Going in with Lurking Deadeye. I'll block with Fertilid and use Bushmeat Poacher. Evolving Wilds. That gets 2 lands out of the deck, kind of. And he doesn't get any damage on me. Gonna play a Honey Mammoth, that's fine. 2, 4, 6, 8. It now mills 8 of his 13 cards. My turn. Play and pop Evolving Wilds. This is only gonna cost 3 to mutate. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sultry! What up? What up, Goat Gang? Or whatever you call... Goat Gang? Goat Squad? How are you guys doing? So we're going to mutate onto Baby Godzilla for sure here. And then that leaves us with enough mana to play Frostveil Ambush. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Gotta discard one of these. We'll discard one of the Frostveil Ambushes. Aaron, thank you very much for the host as well. It's going well. This is our fight for a 7-win draft here. Thank you for the follow, Aaron. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, but you did. You're amazing. And we are not even going to attack here, because we plan on milling him for his final few cards here with Extinction Event. He's going ahead and he's getting rid of his token to draw a card. That's fine. He can draw as many cards as he wants. What's my deck built around? Well, it's a blue-green mutate deck focused on, you know, mutating, getting Essence Symbiotes out and mutating onto stuff like Fertilid. But it's got a Gyruda in it. We're splashing black for Heartless Act, Extinction Event, and Nethroy. Okay, that's another even cost card for us to kill with Extinction Event, making him mill 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. He's only got 11 left in the deck. Incredible. Dire Tactics on my Bushmeat Poacher. It does say sacrifice another creature. That's fine. Yeah, this deck's pretty sick. We got a lot of really good stuff. Before he can attack, we'll just tap down his two biggest threats. And this is an odd converted mana cost card, so when we call even, we'll even get to keep this guy on the board. Is now the time for Extinction Event calling even? I think we can afford to wait even one more turn. Put the island in our hand, play the Fertilid. And then pass. In case he makes us discard a card, I don't want to get blown out by freaking, what's it? Cavern Whisperer? Oh, right, he can sacrifice Death's Oasis. That's okay. We still have Nethroid to win the game with, so. And now if we Extinction Event for evens, he literally just falls that far behind on the board. Which is fine by me. He's got 9 cards. I've got 8. But one of mine is Nethroy. Like Extinction Event calling evens kills almost his entire board. It's an unusual color combination for self-mill, but it works pretty well. Simic? Yeah. I mean, as long as it works, dude, who cares? He has the 2 mana to return. That is unfortunate. Kogla might be too much for us to overcome here. Even with Nethroid coming out. We will need to find Capture Sphere for Kogla. We didn't mill it, did we? No. And is Gyruda on cast or on summon? When it enters the battlefield. No need to block that. Scatter is nice. So he can protect his Poacher or his Deadeye or his General's Enforcer. I think we still have to play it now. And then we can just counter it when he goes to recast it. Lab Maniac says if you draw a card when your library is empty, you win the game. I love cards like that. There's a Jace that does it too. Leveler removes my entire library from the game when it ETBs. Alright. That's the most annoying thing I've ever heard. You have the Jace too? I mean, of course you do, right? That's the whole point of the deck. Yeah, that's super annoying. You gotta love Wombo combo. He sacrificed his Kogla instead of making it indestructible. Oh no, it's Exile. Man, I do not play these cards often enough. Yeah, so now he's got 7 and I've got 7 as well. I'm drawing first, unfortunately. No blocks. So I'll die first. Skull Prophet, huh? That doesn't need to be scattered. Essence Symbiote. Also doesn't really need to be scattered. Nethroy. Where is my Nethroy at? Dang. See what he wants to do to attack. Just 2/2. I don't care. Night Squad Commando can get the scatter. My god, where is the Nethroy? I don't want to draw any more cards. 4, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I can't draw any more cards. So even if you kill Lab Maniac, you can bring him back, of course. My deck would be annoying at times, but it's pretty fun overall. Yeah, I mean, that's as long as... I mean, you do have an instant, instant win combo, but that's fine. It's Commander. Everyone has instant win combos, right? Do we capture Sphere or something? I mean, we got to start making plays. Nethroy. Oh my god. No! Why would you Gust of Wind? Why would you tap like that? Wow. Nethroy's gonna be like my bottom card. That is unfortunate. 2 cards that can remove my whole library from the game, and 2 cards that make having no library win condition. That's not too bad, man. Especially in Commander when you've got like 100 cards in your deck. That's fine. You're not bothering anybody there, I don't think. 4 cards to my 3. Oh, there you are. Dick. A little late now, aren't you? Actually, I think I win because I get Gyruda back and mills all of our decks out. And he goes to draw on his turn and he loses. And then I just need stuff that doesn't let me draw cards. Frostlinks. Essence Symbiote. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically, your life total becomes your library and then some. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sweet. Good game. Wow. What a final battle for the 7th win. Wow. Holy crap. That is one for the records right there. That was a really close game. Good rewards too. Lots of packs. Let's crack them. Oh, we got the set mastery orb as well. Very nice. Mythos of Brokos. Great card to open. Fronland Felidar, fine. Voracious Great Shark's really good. Quartzwood Crasher, great card. Riel, fine. Not the most impressive mythic. Not bad either, though. Mythic wild card. Spicy. Triome. Kogla. Nice. Should probably use some of these, huh? I like blue stuff. Cool. All right, that was GG.